Hey everybody, hello to all my friends out there in YouTube land. Where else are we going today to? Facebookville and LinkedInburg. It's your good buddy Fantastic Phil here. Welcome back to the channel. So you can see we're in a little bit of a different setting today. I'm actually still at our dining room table. We are still very much adjusting to being the Fantastic Four. So being that Fanboy didn't have his show this morning, we all slept in just a little bit. So we're wrapping up breakfast with my little guys right here. He's a little off camera here. He's going to wave. And he actually has my phone right now. This is the first time I'm streaming on my iPad in a very long time. So getting used to some of the different buttons here that I usually don't get a chance to look at while we're streaming. And I'm hoping his Miss Rachel doesn't interrupt us and that we don't interrupt his Miss Rachel because he's being good now, right, buddy? No, thank you. I'm good. He wanted to offer me a Cheerio. Here you go. Good boy. So it is going to be a shorter show today. I feel like that it's been the case with, Brian was short today this morning. Before we get into that, I'm sorry. What am I doing? Let me get into the chat, see who's with us. Las Cruces, first in, always. Mr. Shop, I got your package, by the way. I have not opened it yet. It's in our queue to open. I don't know if I'm going to do that one solo or with my wife, but we'll see. Trev, the guru of shipping, how are you, sir? I was thinking about, I forgot what I was doing earlier this week. I was like, I got to tell Trev that. And now it just slipped my mind, so this is just pointless. Phil's Treehouse, the other Phil, how are you, my friend? There was something else I was going to do. If I was going to mention a Phil's Treehouse too. I watched. Usually, I run into Phil when we're watching Between the Lines. We both love that show. Well, I shouldn't speak for the other Phil. I love that show. I'm thinking he's a fan too because he's been there longer than me. Hosted by TM Nerdy and Geeking Out with Roscoe. Excuse me, I'll get some water. There we go. And if I were to do a team up with Phil's Treehouse, I would really push hard for it to be something like the Philanthropists, or I don't know. We remember we threw something out here. It's too early. No coffee yet. Dr. Evil, how are you, sir? Zach, I still have to watch your video. Not gonna lie, I have watched, I think, 2 YouTube. Yeah, this past week I only watched 2 YouTube videos, and one of them wasn't mine. They were both lives. One was Between the Lines, and the other one was Reggie. So, I have to catch up. I promise I will. Ryan Riley, how are you, sir? Robert Springs, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay, I'm caught up there. Yeah, so as I said, we've been adjusting. So there hasn't been a whole lot of time for non-baby-related things or raising our kids. 2 under 2, I know that some of you have done it before, so you kind of know. Thank you, buddy. We are still adjusting. And no context for me today. I woke up with a little, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know, a little redness. So I was like, maybe the eyes need a little bit of a rest. But I got a chance to do some drawing this week. Please don't drop them on the ground, because then I have to get them later, pal. I got a chance to do some art this week. I like to try to do Between the Lines. I don't know what the theme is for this week, so I have to see if I could get that out of TM. No, Trev, I've had these for about maybe 9 months. You know what it is? I probably haven't worn my glasses in a video or on air in a while, but these are okay. These are Zennies. My wife hates the design. These are really, to be honest with you, what I wear pretty much every day when I'm working, just to kind of keep my eyes, relaxed when I'm staring at the screen. And these I got from Zenni Eyewear. I used a promotion through the Professor of Rock, one of my YouTube channels that are non-comic book related that I like to watch. And yeah, I got the cheapest one because I'm like, look, I'm not going to wear these in public. Who cares? And here we are. Oh, well. One thing I should mention right off the bat, no show next week. We have a little bit of a family matter to attend to. Nothing bad, nothing serious. Everything's all good. It's actually a very good thing. But unfortunately, it will run into the same time as our show. Oh, I'm sorry, Robert. I forgot I had you highlighted there. Yeah, it'll run right into our show time, so no show next week. Oh, he likes to do this. He takes the top tray off of his high chair and just pass it over. Do you want more Cheerios? Are you ready for your water? He's not really talking too much yet, so this is how we have to. Do you want more Cheerios, buddy? He does. Okay. Eating like a champ this morning. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, check out Zenni, Zenni. I'm not partnered with them, but like I said, I went through Professor of Rock. I'd imagine there are other YouTube channels that you could get like a discount code or something through. And it's not a huge discount. I could say that they are cheaper than if you just went to go buy, your glasses from the eye doctor or optometrist. If you are going to need a prescription, of course. But yeah, I got this. It's got a coating supposedly on it that helps with blue light and all those good things. But yeah, check them out. And a lot of different choices. Again, I just went with the cheapest one because I don't care. So yeah, no show next week. Let me see this. How do you feel about super huge YouTubers who use powers of companies that aren't comic related? Look, my perspective, I think that your channel is your channel. I mean, I go off topic as far as comics and whatnot go all the time. Yeah, I mean, if you're, if you have this kind of platform and if you have big enough, I guess, audience, if you're using your powers for good, why not? As far as comics go, I don't know of any super huge YouTubers I've seen do that. I saw, Reggie had something up about car dealership yesterday, and yeah, I think we could all relate to that. Hey, Travis, we were just talking about Between the Lines a little while ago. What's the topic for this week, if you can tell us? But yeah, I mean, look, if you're using your powers for good, I appreciate that. I can tell you one thing I don't appreciate, and see how I did that? That I actually shot a video, kind of sort of I did about halfway of it. You want more Cheerios? Let me see. Sorry. Dad duty. Cheerios is not sponsored, by the way. Do you want more? He might just be playing with them at this point. We'll see. Get his bag ready in case. Oh, he's eating. Okay, good. And I talked about this a little bit last week. I have a problem with. Oh no, that's. I read you it. Yeah, no, I figured that. Like I said, with comics, we are very niche. There are channels in other hobbies and whatnot that are gigantic compared to what we do. Yeah, so no, I didn't think that either. Somebody's going after Walmart. Well, I'll be honest with you, I've had a lot of trouble with Walmart. And I don't know the specifics, but I can tell you in my case, Walmart did nothing to assist. Okay, here, the topic is Disney characters Nightwing. I thought that was a joke. I'll see. And JD is the guest that's going to be on Roscoe's channel this week, so tune in. Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, use your platform how you're going to use it. As far as Walmart goes, I've got no love lost for Walmart. If they are in the wrong, again, I don't know the situation if they're in the wrong. go right ahead. Sometimes you need this platform to get moving. I could tell you this was pre-YouTube. I had an issue with a major national retailer whose name I cannot say. Give you a little preview of how all this turned out. Regarding a home improvement project, a pretty big one, that their subcontractors kind of left us in the lurch for a very long time on. Oh, thanks, buddy. You want to put it in the bag? Good boy. I had to go above and beyond to just get a response from them. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I probably could have had a lawsuit against them. I'm pretty sure we actually would have. And I think that's kind of why they finally intervened and was like, all right, we'll take care of you. But I don't know. I still kind of question if we handled that the right way. Let's see. Oh, Dale is here. Hey, Dale. But Phil Walmart enters you. Ooh, I hope not. But yeah, I have no love lost for Walmart. Yeah, no show this week. I know this is the third time. Next week, rather. I know it's like the third time I'm saying that. Getting my train of thought. Where did I go? I do know some channels that are going after the Completionist channel due to them running a fake fundraiser for years. The Completionist, the video game guy, used to be on G4. I'd be disappointing if that were the case. I mean, and that type of thing. Again, I don't know all the details. Hi, Joffrey. Just saw you pop in. Whenever you're dealing with fake fundraising, I would say, maybe start getting the authorities involved at that point. Especially if it's a big enough channel, you're going from different states. You're, I think, dealing with federal at that point. So that's disappointing to hear. If again, I don't know the details. If that's true, that sucks. I haven't watched a whole lot of his stuff, but I think the last time I watched, he was just like buying all the Wii Shop games he could. What about the comic community attacking the cosplay community? Not physically. I mean, it kind of goes into the video I was telling you I started recording but didn't get too far with, where if you don't like something, it's okay to just not like it. Obviously, if you're just attacking to attack or just saying, this is wrong, I don't like this, so this is wrong, blah, 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 then no. But yeah, again, I don't know enough about it. If it's, I don't know. I can tell you, I'm not somebody who likes cosplay. I have friends who are cosplayers. Madam is a friend. She likes to cosplay. That's fine. Good for her. I think this hobby is big enough that we all could find some kind of a niche into it. Steve the White Voice is here. Or Steve the Voice White. Did I call him Steve the White Voice? Coffee is good. Good for him. I haven't watched a lot of freaky stuff, to be honest with you. Anyway, I am going to be dropping the 1K video after the show. I was going to drop it before, but I know I did the wrong part of it, Trev. But yeah, I meant to do it before, but like I said, we kind of got a little tied up here. Oh, hold on a second. I'll be right back. He needs his water. How about that then? You got your water. All right. Sorry about that, Dad Duty. Good. He's not fighting me on the water today. Let me see. Was a cosplayer that was also in the comic community entered a competition and didn't win. He on YouTube attacked the cosplay community, and it's been a viral war between both parties. I mean, Look, it sounds like sour grapes just based on your description there. I don't know. That's something that's gonna fizzle out, I would imagine. I mean, look, I think anytime you're in some kind of competition, yeah, Trev, I kind of agree. Without knowing anything else, yes, I kind of agree. Won't mention the name because he's actually close to us all. Okay. Also in the comic community, it's a big competition. Yeah, I mean, look, I think anytime that you're in a situation where you're nominated for an award or something like that, you have to take the position that you may not. The chances are you're not going to win just by sheer numbers. Um, you have to be able to just, okay, move on. And I think one thing that's important to remember that we kind of, some of us, I should say, lose sight of, especially on YouTube, is that your things like awards, follower, subscriber count do not dictate the person that you are, or your worth or your value as an individual. And take that in stride, or maybe you don't need to be on this platform until you understand that. Psychedelic is here. How you doing, pal? Paul? They're not fake stairs. I'll show you the stairs one day. Not right now because I got to vacuum them, but I'll show you the stairs. Now, this is kind of like across from the stairs. Our house is a converted lake house, so it has a very strange kind of layout in that sense. But yeah, we didn't even decorate for Christmas yet, because I haven't finished building yet. No, they're done. No, we have some company coming Monday, so I'm going to be spending part of tomorrow at least vacuuming and whatnot. We haven't put up any Christmas decorations or anything like that, I should say, too, just because we're trying to navigate, because we have a small space, and although little kids are small, they take up a lot of space on their own. It's going to be a Roadrunner thing. He'll paint it. That's hilarious. Somebody had said something I wanted to get back into. Oh, yeah. So anyway, I was saying, look, anytime you're in an award situation, you have to, kind of go with, again, the chances are you're not going to win. I'll be honest with you. Tonight's the CBCA Awards. I know that I'm nominated for 2 awards, and I know that, just given my count, who I'm up against, so to speak, that kind of thing, I know I'm not going to win. That's just kind of how it is. Oh, I had a thumbs up from somewhere. I don't know if this is just I never got a thumbs up before, or StreamYard is just jumping in. And Brian's here. Hey, Brian. Yeah, look, I know I'm not going to win, but I think that you have to be mature enough to say, okay, that's great. Keep doing what I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Not to jump on Cody's catchphrase or boilerplate, whatever you say at the end. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Just be happy to be a finalist, and there you go. Vote for Pedro. Well, Steve, the voting's ended already, so if you didn't vote for Pedro, you didn't get it. You're too late now. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, I think that's the best attitude to go with it. It's really easy, just kind of like what I saw before that. Oh, you good, buddy? Are you done with your water already? Okay. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Yeah, and that's what's important to remember. Just keep on doing what you're doing. Tomorrow comes whether you win or not, and go from there. So I'm going to show you, as I said, after this stream later today, I will be posting the official 1K subscriber giveaway rules or guidelines, however. I talked about them here about 2 weeks ago, and I get distracted as I do on this show, mainly because of this little guy. He's in a chair today, so at least we can't get too distracted, even though I need to get his milk warmed up. But yeah, as I said, from week to week until we hit that 1K number, stuff is going to be added into the giveaway box. So because I'm not here next week, breaking news if you missed that, I grabbed 5 books, just 5 floppies. Nothing huge to put in the giveaway box. I'll show that to you. So I've got, and again, these are from my giveaway thing, so they're not like in the best shape. But I think the overall box is going to make up for it. This is an older X Factor from Volume 1, Mark Silvestri art, and Al Mingram, number 54. This is a terrible copy. I'll try to put this at the bottom to flatten it. The Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix, number 2. I remember reading this as a kid. So that's like from the 90s there. Alpha Flight, number 64. Is that Jim Lee? Yeah, early Jim Lee art. Here you go. Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix, number 3. So you've got basically, if you don't have the other parts of the Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix, it's basically I'm giving you the meat in the sandwich, but none of the bread. So it's like a keto haul, I guess you could say. Comics and Keto. Is there a channel named Comics and Keto? You guys probably know what Trev, you're like on everybody's channel. Is there a Comics and Keto channel? If not, we have to start that immediately. I don't know what we're talking about, but it just sounds so nice. Maybe that's a future cooking video for me. I'm doing those again soon too. My wife is, still doing stuff for the babies, so you can't really, you're not in the clear to eat everything, almost everything, but we're still trying to be a little safe. X Factor, number 78. This was a book that got hot for no reason. I think around the time New Mutants finally came out, and then it appropriately came back down to earth. I think, was this part of? No, I thought it was part of the Executioner song, but it's, I think, right before that went down. It's either right before or right after. Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti art. Palmiotti, rather. And then the final one, again, going into the giveaway pile, Elektra, number 1. For the first time in her own series. Mike Deodato Jr., Deodento Jr. artwork. And it was the 90s. This is like a nice little 90s keto and comics haul here. All right, so that's all going into the giveaway box. Let me see. Anything else I wanted to talk about for this week? I did actually read a comic this week, digitally. I did read, it was an early Fall of X title, and I can't remember the precise title, but that's probably a good thing because it was not good. Written by Steve Orlando. It was one of those books, as you get a couple pages in, it's apparent that it didn't need to exist. It was there just to get money, and that's kind of where it is. So I would tell you to skip it if I could remember the title of it, but I can't. But at this point, it came out in June. It was before the Fall of X, or before the Hellfire Gala. So chances are, if you haven't read it yet, you're not going to read it now. Steve Orlando wrote it, and it became apparent. In my opinion, Steve Orlando does not know how to write anything X-related. Did not enjoy it at all. I felt like there was an opportunity for a great twist that they rather than kind of work it in as a mystery, they kind of just threw it out there. And I just started oil, and the awards voting was brutal. Wouldn't let me cheat and choose everyone. Yeah, and look, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think that I'm not speaking for anybody else, but I could tell you in the art category that I'm nominated in, we had a small little group kind of going on for a while, like a group chat, and it was kind of the thing that we all kind of said, hey, I wish we could all win. I kind of felt a little weird about that too, because art shouldn't be competitive, but oh well. Like I said, we're happy to be nominated, and hopefully everybody just has a good time with it. I do remember, Mike, kind of to your point earlier about the cosplay stuff going on. Um, I do remember that last year there was a couple channels I was kind of surprised and a little disappointed when they didn't win. They did get a little verbal, we'll say, about it in the chat, and I think some of them have gotten over it. One of them I don't think has returned to YouTube quite yet, but that's just how it goes. It's a maturity thing. Yes, I read a comic. Oh, coming up this week, we're definitely going to have at least one unboxing. I don't want to become unboxing heavy, but I have a huge backlog of stuff I have to unbox. I did take advantage of some Cyber Monday deals. Exactly, Phil. I like that. I did take advantage of some Cyber Monday deals to fill in some holes in my collection. Those aren't all even in yet. I think probably by the end of next week we'll have it in. I went up buying from 3 different sources. I'll tell you one of them, just to give you a little tease. I got a hardcover copy of The Last Ronin for about half of what I was seeing on every other website. My LCS didn't have it. I asked ahead of time. Something like $15, and everywhere else it was going for 30, 32. Hey, good nerds, 3 good nerds, how are you? I have to catch up on their channel too. See, a lot of YouTube to watch. And I kind of got interested in that story just because I guess kind of taking our conversation in a circle. The week before last on Between the Lines, the topic was Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and there was a lot of art from The Last Ronin, and I was like, I haven't read that yet. Maybe I should, just as a kind of a bookend to my Ninja Turtle experience. That Ninja Turtles were big for me. That was really kind of my first entry into comics, as far as like the first regular series I had started reading. And so soon I will no longer be the last person to never have read The Last Ronin. That's just kind of how it is. Little preview of that. Hey, Munch. I do have a shop one to come in. I do have 2 orders from Shopbox from Shortbox to open. One is one I ordered actually back in September and have never opened. I know what it is, but I want to give you a little background story on it when I do open it. You want your milk? We gotta wait. Your sister's milk is warming up right now. Hold on, you have to do a little dead distraction here. See, it's little things like this that'll distract them enough. Yeah, Phil, I got into, when I was getting into comics, Ninja Turtles wasn't the first comic I read, but it was the first series I followed. So you're talking right kind of before the movie came out, and a little whiles after. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures was the first book I really followed. And I didn't understand it came out monthly, so I was pestering my parents to take me to the mall where we had a Heroes World bi-weekly until they were like, this comes out once a month. So we kind of figured that out from there. My dad had bought and given me some of the original Eastman and Laird series. I think it was more like collected at that point. It wasn't the original numbering, I should say, but I'm talking, the stuff, the Mirage stuff. And I probably shouldn't have been reading it at that age, but I don't know. And look, I still have my copies of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures. They are not in good shape because they were well read, well loved. I used to haul them back and forth in the town pool all the time. Same with, I had Nintendo comics for a while. I think I've gotten rid of those, to be honest with you, unfortunately. But same thing. Those went back and forth with me to the town pool almost every day in the summer. But yeah, so that kind of reignited just doing that little art challenge, because that was also the first characters I kind of taught myself to draw. So that was fun. I enjoyed that very much, and I look forward to reading The Last Ronin. Other stuff, so like I said, I have 2 short boxes to do. One of them I'm excited to do with my wife. I got a key, bought into the dip, really excited to get this, but I made a mistake. My wife is staring at me like, what does that mean? It's an okay mistake. Do you want to chime in at all, honey?
Yeah, I have to send it.
Can you fill that up with hot water for him? He's ready for his milk too. Thank you.
Because I have his milk ready.
I know. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna wind down shortly.
It's gonna get cold now.
Yeah. So like I said, I bought into the dip. I'm really happy with what I bought into, but like I said, I made a mistake. So I'm gonna play a little game with my wife, I think, to open that word. Let's see if she can guess who the character is, because it's somebody that she is not familiar with. So that'll be interesting, at least for me. And trying to figure out, I may or may not put up that other video I told you about. It's just something that kind of bothers me a little bit in the community I've been talking about, where, I just said, be genuine to what you're discussing, using your platform. I feel like there's some kind of toxicity. Buddy, hold on. Okay, I'm trying to find a toy that doesn't make noise. Here, you want your cups? A toy will either last with him for 5 seconds or 10 minutes. There's no in between. Hey, Comic Cap, how are you? Mancha, I think I said hello to you. For not, hello. Steve, my keys are downstairs. Can't jiggle anything right now, but I think he's kind of past that now. He's almost 2. Yeah, like I said, I had started filming a video discussing really like this kind of toxic behavior. I think it's toxic within our hobby, within YouTube specifically, where if you don't like something, you say it's woke, and how ridiculous that statement may or may not be. You saw it with the Marvels. People are starting to say it based on a rumor with Silver Surfer. And I don't know. I think it's got to stop. But like I said, I may or may not put that out. I complained about whoop, dropped the cup. Thank you. I complained about a bigger channel last week who I feel kind of promoted that kind of stuff. And I didn't get in trouble. I got a little bit of a we'll say a not great DM on it. I didn't name who they were, but they guessed it, I guess. And yes, that's why, like, I don't know if I want to just perpetuate this whole conversation, but we'll see. Anyway, that is, trying to think, that's what I have for you this week. Again, the 1K video is going to be dropping a little bit. Again, everybody, congratulations to anybody nominated for a CBCA award. Again, I think being nominated is just what you should focus on. And congratulations to the winners, whomever they may be. I hope that you guys have a great week. I thank you again for giving me a little bit of portion of your Saturday. I have to give my little guy some milk now. Let's see. Oh. See, here's the thing though, Mike. It's not a, is it news or is it a rumor? Yeah. But anyway, peace, love, and comics. Take care.